Ladies and gentlemen, if elections were to be held in the Republic of Kenya today, and mark this, today, the Luo nation are likely to vote for William Samoei Arap Ruto. And why would the Luo nation vote for William Samoei Arap Ruto? It's because of the aftermath of the African Union Commission chairmanship election. There is this particular clip which is trending on most Luo WhatsApp groups. In that clip, Mama Mboga, the real Mama Mboga who campaigned for William Ruto, is saying this.
Mimi nafurahia kushindwa kwa baba sana. Hata tagwa ije huko ati aende akatafuta hiyo kiti. Naishi kushukuru Mungu na mwambia asiwahi kubali baba asinde hiyo kiti. Naishi kumuombea. Yeye atiri mambo iharibike. Sasa furaha yetu mimi nilipiga vigeregere sana kuona baba ameanguka. Na pole sana baba, umeanguka. Lakini rudi nyumbani ufanye kazi ututete kwa sababu tumeumizwa sana.
And the question which are being asked in those WhatsApp groups are just one. If Raila Odinga were to decide that now I'm back in Kenya and elections are held tomorrow, can that Mama Mboga vote for Raila Odinga?
Na niambie Raila Amolo Odinga, sisi hatukuhitaji. Naona wakora wako wakisema ya kwamba ati tunafurahia umeanguka, ndivyo rudi hapo msikia na Rigathi Gachagua. No, nani amekuambia hivyo? Mzee, nani amekuambia hivyo? Sisi hakuna mahali tunakuhitaji. Tulikuhitaji siku watoto wetu walikuwa wanauliwa na William Ruto. Hiyo siku haukuamuka. Hiyo siku haukupatikana. Hiyo siku ndio tulikuhitaji. Na sababu hiyo siku ulitusaliti. Saa hii ile safari ambao tumeanza, ile barabara ambao tumetengeneza ya kupeleka Kasongo Sugoi, hakuna mahali tunakuhitaji sisi. Kwa hivyo sababu umeanguka kiti, uko na option mbili. Option ya kwanza, urudi hapa, musikane na Kasongo, muendelee kukula pesa ya Wakenya, muendelee kunyonya damu ya Gen Z vile ambavyo mmekuwa mkifanya. Ndio baadaye 2027 tuwapeleke nyumbani. Nyinyi wote tuwataweka kwa gunia moja. Raila na Kasongo tutaweka kwa gunia moja kama mzigo moja kwa Boot Express, Sugoi na Mbondo. Hiyo ndio option ya kwanza uko naye. Option ya pili uko naye bwana Raila Amolo Odinga. Unaweza simama kiti ya 2027 kama rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, utakuja namba 3 ama namba 4. Kwa sababu wale watu watakupigia kura ni Wajaluo wachache ambao watakupatia kura. Hakuna Mkisii atakupatia kura. Hakuna Mkamba this time atakupatia kura. Hakuna Mluya atakupatia kura this time. Kwa hivyo ukisimama kiti option ya pili, wale watu watakupatia kura ni Wajaluo wachache, wapare Bondo, wapare Kondere, watakupatia kura ukuje namba 3 ama namba 4. Kwa hivyo bado pia utaanguka.
In this video, I want to explain to you guys why the Luo nation are likely to vote for William Ruto if elections were to be held in the Republic of Kenya today. Politics is dynamic and it can change anytime. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to begin this video by asking you guys another question. Assuming today Raila Odinga wakes up and declares his support for Kalonzo, Matiang'i, and Rigathi ticket, do you think William Ruto can win against them? The truth of the matter is that there is no way William Ruto can defeat that force based on numbers. And that's why William Ruto is working day and night to win the support of Raila Amolo Odinga. And today, if elections were held, William Ruto is definitely going to win the support of the Luo nation. Not like 100% or 90%, but he's going to emerge the winner. Why? Number one, a narrative is being created and being advanced that William Ruto stood with Raila Amolo Odinga during his bid of becoming the chair of the African Union Commission. And Raila Odinga, in his own words, alluded to the fact that William Ruto stood with him. And that narrative is what is going on the ground there.
And I want to say that President Ruto did everything possible. Support this campaign. They gave me all the logistical support that we needed. That enabled me to travel around the length and the breadth of the continent and made an appointment for me to meet all the leaders around the continent. And I've met all of them. And actually we were sure of win. But as I say, other factors have come into play.
That's why, for those who've been following this channel, I've consistently asked you one question. Who sponsored the Ruto Must Go songs in Kondele? And who sponsored those attacks or those celebrations in Nyeri? Because we can't be talking coincidentally of Kondele and Nyeri. The reason why someone sponsored those celebrations in Nyeri was to project a community that is mocking Raila Amolo Odinga. In short, someone is out to portray that Uhuru Kenyatta, Monica Juma, and they've even shared some photos, went to Addis Ababa and frustrated Raila Amolo Odinga. And that William Ruto did everything within his powers. So because of that narrative, and it's being sold, the Luo Nation will vote for Ruto today if elections were to be held. Number two, William Ruto is a very strategic politician. And William Ruto is a shrewd politician. William Ruto embarked on a journey of winning the support of the Luo Nation. And he knew what he wanted to achieve. So William Ruto was able to board Raila Odinga's bus because Raila Odinga, he even explained that himself. Raila Odinga decided that he was going to run for that position. He was going to run for the chairmanship of the African Union Commission. And for Raila Odinga to succeed, he needed the support of the country. So William Ruto saw an opportunity and owned Raila Odinga's campaign. In the process, they started working very closely. Before we knew, William Ruto appointed deliberately and strategically Raila Odinga's allies to join his cabinet in the name of experts. And I will use the two cases of the Luos, John Mbadi and Opiyo Wandayi. Those were from ODM. John Mbadi was appointed as the cabinet secretary for treasury. No Luo has ever held that position. So William Ruto did that deliberately. William Ruto then appointed Opiyo Wandayi as the cabinet secretary for energy. Again, energy is one of those lucrative ministries. Ruto did not end there. Ruto went and picked Dorcas Oduor as the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya. Again, deliberate. You go back when Major Ogola was elevated to head the army, despite the fact that Uhuru had cleared the path, William Ruto took the credit. So which means for William Ruto, after the fallout between him and Rigathi Gachagua became very clear, he set his eyes through strategic charms offensive mission on the Luo Nation. It's going to be very difficult for anybody to undo what Ruto is doing because they're very strategic. Number three, why the Luos are likely to vote for William Ruto is as a result of the celebrations that took place in Nyeri and the comments by the leaders there. Let me take you back to, was it 2007? That's when Raila defeated Kibaki, 2007 to 2012. Moi Kibaki then, using the National Intelligence Service, realized that if he wanted to manage Raila Odinga, he only needed to take away from Raila Odinga, William Ruto. By that time, there were very strong Kalenjin leaders around Raila Odinga. One was Kipkalia Kones. Mysteriously, Kipkalia Kones died. Most people believe that it was part of the game, just like Saitoti's death was meant to clear the way for Uhuru and Ruto. So Kipkalia Kones and Lona Laboso, who are very close allies of Raila Odinga, very strong on the ground there, were eliminated. So the NIS then decided to create a wedge between William Ruto and Raila Odinga. So that by the time we are going to the 2013 election, the two gentlemen had parted ways. What is happening currently is that there is a deliberate strategy for those who understand politics to isolate the mountain. And if the mountain cannot be isolated, the strategy is simple. Let the Luos and the mountain move apart. And that's why those celebrations were organized. Do you think it's a coincidence that Mama Mboga, the real Mama Mboga, had to be looked to talk about the outcome of African Union chairmanship election? Kwani watu waliisha? Yeah? If you were to ask that lady the full meaning of African Union Commission and the role, probably she cannot tell you. But someone was out to do that. The celebrations in Nyeri. Yeah? And that's what Kenyans are taking. Someone is out to divide the Luos and the Kikuyus. And because of those celebrations, the Luos are now saying, okay, that's what you're doing. Wacha tukutane kwa kiwanja. Sasa tutapea huyo jamaa. That's what they are saying. I'm talking from the ground. I was in Bunge la Wananchi today. Yeah. So it's deliberate, those celebrations. The fourth reason, in 2027, the Luo nation might not produce a presidential candidate, but they would want to be in government. So a narrative is also being advanced on the ground that is very difficult to remove a sitting president from office. That the Luo nation should agree and deliver their numbers to Ruto, and then they can use those numbers to bargain. And the fact that the Luo will not be on the ballot, then they're looking at those available. And what Ruto has done for them, and is still doing according to them. Ladies and gentlemen, chances are the Luo nation will vote for William Samoei Arap Ruto. And lastly, there is this long con story, and it's being actually. Let me get my phone. Sorry, just let me get my phone. There's something here. I don't know whether I'll get it very fast. No, my phone is off. Let me just get it very fast. Now, there's this story here in the papers. Former Gatanga MP Ndwati Ngungi said, many of us in Jubilee Party have all along been of the notion that Mr. Kenyatta was the best placed to be the African Union Commission chair. I am nearly certain that Mr. Kenyatta would today be the chair if we fronted him. You get that? Kirinyaga Jubilee Party chairman Murithi Kangara told the nation that we are not feeling sorry for Mr. Odinga, but for how we made the wrong choice. Mr. Kenyatta or even Martha Karua would have bagged that seat for us had we approached candidacy vetting outside our local petty politics. So now, even Martha Karua would have performed better than Raila Amolo Odinga. They're not even talking of Muhisa Kitui. You go to this story, you get a lot of things here. Yeah? And because of that, there's now this feeling that Uhuru Kenyatta sabotaged Raila Odinga because he also wanted to become the chair of the African Union Commission. And he's getting currency. Ladies and gentlemen, On this channel, what we do is that we analyze politics in a way you can't get any other place. Like what I've just explained to you guys there. So the best thing you can do is to subscribe now. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.